Not ki we are having short of it.
Right. We heard a rumor on campus that if something is invented at NSIT, you'll find it at the CEDT. This is where the brainchild sort of starts and then inventions are kept. Is that true?
Yeah, most definitely true. I mean, there have been a lot of projects by various students, basically from various branches in this lab. I mean, and all those projects, which have won national accolades, most of them have been from this lab only.
National or international? Would it sort of include both?
Yeah, both. I mean, national, international only. And even if, some project is not directly associated with this project, but the help of this lab is definitely sought in those projects also.
Right, so this is what you can call the sort of Inventors Hall of Fame right here at NSIT. We're about to get a closer look at 3 of these most popular inventions that take place right here at the Center of Electronics and Design Technology at NSIT.
Hi, I'm Gaurav Minocha, third year student at NSIT. My project is personal power plant. It's all about converting a mechanical energy to a consumable electrical energy. The principle behind the project is Faraday energy generation. What I've done is I've attached the Faraday generators with my body, and any physical movement of my body is generating energy which can be consumed electronically in any of the products and is stored in a capacitor in the circuit. The basic idea behind this project is to charge our personal gadgets like cell phones, iPods and personal radios.
Hi, I'm Nehul Malhotra. I am a third year student at NSIT. My project, Electronic Birthday Blowout Candles, is about replacement of traditional candles with the electronic variety. Basically, there are flickering LEDs which appear like normal candles and they can be blown off just like the normal candles go off. The principle is that I'm using a thermistor which is in contact with a high power resistor so that its temperature gets raised above the room temperature, and when we blow on it, the temperature decreases, due to which its resistance increases, and I'm sensing that to basically sense the blow of the user.
This is a special suspension system which has been designed for the all-terrain purpose. This is not a normal suspension, and the components you can see, the tires, these are not used in normal on-road cars. This is for special off-roading purpose. Right. This has been designed by our team. Each and every component of this car has been designed.
Good to have you back. You're still watching You Special. For those of you who've just joined us, I'm at the NSIT. That's an engineering college in Dwarka. It took us about an hour and a half to find because it's a little out of the capital. And what we've discovered over these past few minutes is that it's not your everyday college campus. It's a mini city. We've spoken about laboratories, the different courses that you can do here. But do engineering students at NSIT have a geek quotient, or do they actually have a life outside the classroom? To tell us a little more about that, we've rounded up these bunch of people. They're into ECA and sports right here on campus, a thing that I did not know existed at NSIT. You want to start with telling me that, do you have a life outside your classrooms? Because I'm from Delhi University, and the way most of us would look at an engineering student would be to the classroom, out of it, back to your books, and out of it. Do you guys have ECA beyond that?
Well, we have a lot of clubs. In fact, I live in the hostel. I've been involved with the theatre society and the choreography society. Then we have our cultural fest and the technical fest. So we always involved with the organization of the fest. I've been with the public relations team. Right. So there's so much you can do.
And personally for you, how did you start off with choreography? Is it something that's frowned upon at a college like this, or is it promoted?
No, it's not. In fact, our administration and our seniors have always been so encouraging. We start off with the society. We play a small part. Then you manage the whole team. This is the time of the year when we actually get on with our theme, and we go to different colleges. We won so many competitions, and I think it's a well-known name around Delhi. You know?
All right, so their choreo society is well known. That's what you're saying. We've got this lawn outside the main academic building, and we can see Nescafe behind us right now. Is this where a lot of you spend your time? Like,
yeah, actually, most of our time is spent here. It's like the fun hub of our college, and I'm representing the fashion team of our college. We've been active for quite some time now. Like we've been participating in IIT Kanpur and IIT Bombay. We stood second in IIT Bombay, and one of our models won the best male model there.
I had no idea that NSIT even had a fashion team. How do you did you guys start it off, or it's been there for
it's been there for around 5-6 years as far as I remember. It would be more than that even.
And this would be one of the better fashion
It's
societies.
the best. It's like we are best among the technical league. We are the best fashion team.
In the technical league, they're the best technical fashion models that you can ever have in Delhi.
Yes.
Do the girls agree with that? Like, as in,
I think I have to. Yes.
Yeah, you've got fashionable boys on campus.
Yes, we have.
Okay, we've got a clear sense that ECA and sports does exist on this campus, but I want to ask a couple of students over here, does being a little far away from central Delhi make a huge difference? Like when you compare yourselves to a Delhi University or a JNU or an IIT, do you ever miss a campus?
It's not exactly a bad thing that we have a far out campus. That sort of gives us an advantage because we have such a big campus, you know, there's everything that we need. It's practically a city, you know, our NSIT, you know, it's a little secluded, I agree to that, but it is definitely not far to get to. It is not hard to get to. It is very well connected by the roads, and there's a metro line right outside. So I wouldn't say it's hard to get to at all.
Okay, so you wouldn't miss anything like at a Delhi University. You would have a couple of colleges within the same radius.
Right. We've got so many people. We've got so many things inside the campus itself. You know, our campus is huge. It's one of the biggest in Delhi.
One thing that NSIT would give you that you wouldn't get in most other colleges. Do you guys can you guys think of something like that? He spoke about the city that is NSIT, and it's more or less like a mini campus. But something that you've got here that you wouldn't have got in another college or outside NSIT.
Well, actually, the placements are very awesome here.
Right.
Like since we've been hearing that there's a recession all over going on, but like most of our students have been placed very well.
What's been your most fun time on campus? How many years have you been here now?
This is my 4th year.
Okay, 4 years at one campus. Are you slightly bored?
I've loved it. I've loved it.
By your 4th year, were you like, I have to get to college again, or was it like actually interesting?
Not really. We've been involved in so many things, right? And we've grown as people, you know, as individuals and as students. So I can't say that I have any regrets. I've ever gotten bored of. I'll never get bored of school.
What would be a day when you would tell people watching this that if you were at NSIT, it would be the best place in the city to be?
Okay.
time.
Yeah, you know, February is the time to come. You know.
Right. So for people watching this, if you haven't been to NSIT, you would say come in Feb because that's
come in Feb. You know, there's so much energy in the air. Okay. We'll be all dancing. We're all involved in theatre. Then people singing "Away to Glory." Then you come and see Moksha. There's so many performances.
I know we're not there right now, and you're probably in the run-up to that festival. But describe to us what you would see if, like she said, you would see engineering students singing and dancing for no reason at all.
In a sentence, I would say you would probably never imagine an engineering college celebrating that way. I have no idea what we're celebrating, but we're just happy to be here.
How long do you guys go without any sleep? Do you just stay on campus?
Oh well, yeah. I've been about 3 days without sleep. That's the longest
3 days
I've been.
without sleep. And if you want to see engineering students have the time of their life, February is when you need to be at NSIT. But a couple of weeks ago, U Special was right here on that campus. This is what you would have seen if you were at Innovision, their Tech Fest.
As part of our endeavour to make Innovision 08 bigger and better, we as part of the core team decided to introduce a lot of new dimensions to raise the bar of this technical event A, and B, to introduce activities to inculcate a fun element also.
Alright, that was a quick look at the good times. I think it's safe to say that NSIT can undoubtedly put up one heck of a fest. In fact, one of the largest that I've ever seen. We've done the good times and the bad, but now it's time to get down to brass tacks. What after NSIT? This year, I've heard that if I come to campus and throw a stone, chances are it'll hit someone who's got a B school call. Is that right?
Yeah, very true. This time NSITians have got record number of calls. Over 70 people have got IM calls, and the number of people is so huge that we might have NSITians in the same GD, and they might come across fighting each other. And I just expect that more and more number of NSITians.
Right. Just to decode that for people who do not know, GDs are group discussions that IIMs hold. The chances are that NSITians might be meeting each other in those GDs. In fact, we've got 2 people on campus who've got close to 100 percentile and calls from all 6 IIMs. I've got one sitting on my left. What's your name? And
I'm Devdabanjan.
How did you manage this?
And 100 percentile is not something that you can prepare for.
Right.
So